The light within. Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful town nestled among rolling hills, lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was a successful businessman, known for his sharp mind and dedication. He had everything that society deemed important: wealth, a beautiful home, and recognition in his community. But despite all his external success, Daniel felt an emptiness growing inside him. He didn't know why, but something was missing. Every night, as Daniel lay in his luxurious bed, he felt a deep void. He had done everything he was supposed to do. He had worked hard, he had achieved success, and he had amassed material wealth. Yet, the happiness he thought would come with these achievements eluded him. There was a deep sense of unrest that he could not explain. One evening, as he wandered through the town's park after work, Daniel met an old man sitting on a bench. The man had a kind smile and eyes that sparkled with warmth and wisdom. He seemed completely at peace, as if the weight of the world had never touched him. The old man noticed Daniel's troubled expression and gently asked, "What weighs on your heart, young man?" Startled, Daniel looked at him, unsure of how to respond. After a moment, he said, "I don't know how to explain it. I've worked hard my whole life to achieve success. I have everything I ever wanted, but something feels missing. I thought success would bring happiness, but all I feel is this emptiness." The old man nodded knowingly and replied, "Many people believe that happiness comes from the outside, from things, from achievements, or from recognition. But true peace and happiness do not come from the external world. They come from within. If you continue to search outside yourself for meaning, you will never find what you seek." Intrigued, Daniel sat down beside the old man. "But how do I find happiness within? I've never understood what that really means." The old man smiled again, and after a moment, he said, "Imagine you are a candle. The world tells you that to shine, you must find other sources of light, like the sun or a lamp. But the truth is, you have a flame inside you, a light of your own. The problem is, most people never look inside to find their own light. They search everywhere but within. Your happiness, your peace, and your fulfillment are all already inside you, waiting to be discovered." Daniel thought about the old man's words, but they seemed abstract and difficult to grasp. "But how do I find this light inside me?" he asked. The old man reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, smooth stone. He handed it to Daniel and said, "This is a practice stone. It is not magical, but it can help you focus. Every day, when you wake up, take a few moments to sit quietly with this stone in your hand. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. With every breath in, feel the peace of the moment, and with every breath out, let go of any worry or stress. Do this every day, and in time, you will begin to see your own light." Daniel was skeptical, but he was desperate to find peace, so he decided to follow the old man's advice. The next morning, he sat quietly with the stone, closed his eyes, and focused on his breathing. At first, his mind was restless, filled with thoughts of work, money, and his never-ending to-do list. But he remembered the old man's words and kept practicing. Days turned into weeks, and though Daniel didn't notice it at first, a subtle change began to occur. The moments of peace during his morning practice grew longer. He found that as he started his day in a state of calm, he carried that peace with him throughout the day. His interactions with others became kinder, and he felt a growing sense of contentment. One day, months after he had begun his practice, Daniel returned to the park. He saw the old man sitting on the same bench, just as serene as ever. Daniel approached him and sat down, placing the practice stone on the bench between them. "I think I understand now," Daniel said quietly. "The peace I was searching for, it was never outside of me. It was always within, waiting for me to pay attention to it. The more I sit with myself in silence, the more I feel connected to something deeper." The old man nodded and said, "You have discovered the truth that many search for but few find. The world will always try to pull you away, convincing you that happiness lies in things outside of yourself. But you now know that your peace, your light, and your joy are already inside you. They always have been." As Daniel continued his spiritual practice, he found that the emptiness he had once felt was replaced by a profound sense of purpose. He realized that his life wasn't just about achieving external success, it was about cultivating inner peace and sharing that light with others. He began volunteering in his community, helping those in need, not because he wanted recognition, but because he felt a deep compassion for others. Over time, Daniel's life transformed. The material success he had once valued so much no longer seemed important. What mattered now was his connection to himself, to others, and to the present moment. He learned that life's true meaning isn't found in what we achieve or accumulate, but in how we live each moment with love, awareness, and inner peace. And so, Daniel lived the rest of his days as a beacon of light, reminding others that they, too, carried the flame of happiness within themselves, waiting to be uncovered.